Hey, welcome back, everybody. Sign here again with a new series. I'm going to actually be doing a little spotlight on all the creatures from Additional Creatures 2, and eventually all the add-on products. Hello, Guanodon. There's a raptor over there. Oh, it's being chased by a Dilo, though. That's hilarious. Oh, no, actually, it's a Herrerasaur over there. Okay. But, oh, and there it goes. All right. Well, the first creature in the list, alphabetically anyway, is the Amphicyon, which is a horrendous thing if you've ever run into it before. It is, yeah, quite nasty. Amphithyons are bear dogs from history, right? And that's a pretty good description of them. They're kind of halfway between a bear and a dog, whatnot. They do tend to spawn, I noticed, on the beaches and whatnot. There's none around here right now, so we're going to have to change that. In the mod, they are pack hunters. What the hell just beat the heck out of you? They'll spawn usually between 3 to 4 per pack. Actually, here, let's go ahead and get one of these guys in. And, yeah, that didn't work. All right. And this will spawn in a tameable variant. There we go. I was trying to spawn the non-tameable, and here we go. Yeah, it's a baby. So this is how you tame them, actually. All right, and they panic relatively easy. And they are a pain to deal with, aren't you? Hey, you. Yes, you have to basically passively tame them as babies, starting at level, I believe, 85 or 86. And apparently, here, let me get a crosshair up. There we go. And there is our wonderful baby Amphicyon. All right, come on up here. Come on. And let's just go to... There you go. You're full grown now. So this is the size of the full grown beastie. Not standard colors for it. Usually they tend more towards browns and grays, what I've noticed. But they will spawn in a pack, so do be careful of it. And they will shred you if you're not careful. Usually, unless you're on an extremely powerful tame, just run. They're not really all that fast. But, you know, they are fast enough. Did you have a saddle? Require a saddle to be ridden, all that fun stuff. See if I can do that again without any typos. There we go. They can get a pretty good turn of speed. I mean, they are very much a chunk. I mean, but they also have a lot of power on top. You know, they're not very fast, but they have a ton of power. Hello, Geostembergia. We'll get around to you. Actually, you know, this theory back here might be a good way to showcase this. All right, yeah, get out of my way. So we're looking at left click bite, right? Right click is a claw swipe. Has a bit of a cooldown to it. The C for a roar. And what else we got? I think that's it. The right click, the claw swipe, can actually dismount a rider, which makes them even more terrifying in the wild. Oh yes, very good. You went poo. Hey. And They're not incredibly tough, but I mean, we can see we're doing 3 times the damage of a Therizino, which is level 228. I'm on a level 90 Amphicyon, so they are not to be messed with whatsoever. Primary attack, Harvest Meat, can also damage stone structures. Right click, dismounts riders. Roar drains 200 torpor, startles them. And also, the other cool thing is, they can leap. And they actually have a pretty decent forward leap to them. Let's see, they do have a pack bonus as well. Maxes out 7 members. And as such, you know, a pack is much scarier. Highest level 1 will, hey, here. Highest level 1 gets a pack buff, or pack leader buff, I should say. But like I was saying, the only way to tame these things is to passively tame babies in the wild. Now, to do that, you're going to want some ghillie soup. You're going to want some bug repellent. Probably some cactus, broth as well, if you can get it. And you're going to want to take care of all the adults, one way or the other. Either, get them aggro on you and have them chase you, whatnot. Get it away from the baby that way, or just take them out. Now, uses for these things. They are absolutely massive. They can take a ton of damage. Let's see. Yeah, I get a pretty good amount of health per. Somewhat decent melee damage, but their base damage is pretty high. Absolute base damage level 1. It's 65 on a bite, 60 on the claw swipe. And so you start running the numbers here on the multipliers. That's mine, not. But 425%. That's based off of 60, so not bad. I mean, we've got 275 damage right now. And is there anything else around here I can kill? Oh, there's an Alpha Raptor that I decided to take out before we started recording. Yeah. There's 2 Alpha Raptors on the beach. This is a brand new instance of the island, by the way. There's nothing in this world. I spawned in right there, and roughly where that drop is, there was a level, I think it was a 204 Alpha Raptor, and then just a little further up the beach was a level 360 Alpha Raptor, and I was highly not impressed with that. That's the reason I'm in God mode. But yeah, these guys they're basically an apex when you get down to it. They don't have an apex drop. Nothing from additional creatures really does. Nothing special like that, but these guys can easily go toe-to-toe with Rex, and once you start getting the pack bonus going, then it gets even worse. I mean, they can do some pretty serious damage. Alright, so a little bit of helpful information about these guys for one thing. So in case you didn't know, you can put an animal on an elevator and see its drag weight. Which, this thing's current weight is, let me just go ahead and shuck all this. Right. 220. So this thing has a drag weight of 200 pounds because, well, it still has a 20-pound saddle here. That means it's a viable option for boss fights. And it's definitely viable, especially on the Broodmother, Megapithecus. Dragon, not so much. It is a little on the slower side. And it is a carnivore. So it'll take the increased damage from the fire, and you do have to run to catch up with stuff. But you can't also underestimate the value of a pack bonus. So, but yeah, definitely worth it. If you run into them in the wild, especially if you're, low-level tames, whatnot, just stay the hell away from them, honestly. But they are a fun little tame. But thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until the next one, signing out, have fun,